on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through. The end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
2, 60 Maverick, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first look is incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of blitz this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in the zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll look to throw. And it is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
13 yards on the play. And the Seahawks first down. A gain of 13 yards.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Trotting. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 and the 15. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Hasn't been a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a first-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if they weren't reaching that marker.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Straight ahead, Walker. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Open man left side, Shaheed has it. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and goal from the 1.
Ready.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful for the yard out. And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Hey.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2.
To throw is Jackson. That's out to Hill, right side complete. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
Now it's Jackson. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill.
2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, Jackson. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. They're on the way in for a Ravens touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 51 yards. And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there, let him go get it.
Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Let's talk about what it looked like.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. Going up top for Cup. It's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now back to throw.
You never gonna think about him again.
Step up and run. He'll get this complete to the tight end Bonner.
So he's gonna lose. He ain't never gonna think about him again.
The 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Here we go. Set. Go.
Oh,
Rifles one that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
right down.
And what a return as he brings this all
I never took
down
off.
to the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 2 yards to go, second down.
Gotta be like me.
Here's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run.
I don't.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted.
That's all using.
Picked off by Ernest Jones.
That's all using. Huge.
And he will take this one home.
What did
It's
you
a
do?
touchdown.
I took that. Can't play with it.
Charles,
Can't
he was
play with
looking for
Lamar.
just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes this a 14-8 ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run.
Dang.
On target over the middle to Hill.
I just knew you was for the try.
Down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
That's what they're supposed to do.
Jackson.
I should tell you
To the
that.
right
It's
side
popping.
into the hands of Flowers. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Sets him up nicely. First
Tried them
and goal.
against
It was a pickup
Diggs.
of 14.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Henry not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Should have been 6.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 19-18.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to take another shot here.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, middle.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
His throw incomplete.
But you can't play with that dude, bro.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain.
You can't play with
Charles and I
Lamar, bro.
return after the break.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Jason Williams to kick off.
So who you had when you
Set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
what teams did you have when you lost the Diggs?
Through the back of the end
4-0.
zone for a touchback.
Oh. Oh, he ain't got it, bro.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This offense
Oh,
tries
for real?
a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage. But that
Defense?
hasn't translated
Offense.
so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here's Jackson to throw.
Man, somebody's out there now.
Incomplete. That's Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets
That was
into
down.
enemy territory. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
We got no receivers that can beat us, fellas. Send it.
Jackson now. And his throw's
Y'all
going
can't get it there. Send it.
I think he's got to be
Send the
careful not to
house.
force anything
That
in the
was
coverage
good.
right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 39. From the gun on third down, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 24-yard line. Flowers going to go in motion right. Now Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run.
Thank you.
That is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they have to let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Hill will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the whole arm and finish in the end zone.
That's what you're supposed to do. You ain't got nothing. Hang on.
To kick this one away.
Oh, I'm good. The chest.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Hold the ready.
And now the Ravens are going to take
Burn
another
right, man.
timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Lions. Here we go. Buffalo 18. 70.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Now he's going to step up and run.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, I hope they can regroup and get some.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 36.
Nah, it was another safety back there.
Boy, a rough time for a turnover there. They give it away on their first possession of this second half.
And what makes it worse, Brandon, is that they've already given away the lead in this quarter on the touchdown drive a minute ago. Now they run the risk of really falling behind unless their defense can bail them out a little bit. They'll be cheering for them hard from the sidelines.
A dump off now to Hill. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
That's caught. It's Flowers.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
Jackson going to keep it.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Jackson. Now he'll take this and run.
Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now it's Jackson. He'll try to pick it up himself.
Oh, my goodness.
For a Ravens touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
So, wow, he scrambles right, throws across his body all the way back to the left, but it worked out.
Wouldn't you just love to hear the thought process of the offensive coordinators that play unfolded? And I think a lot of it was, no. Nice throw, young man. Nice throw.
I'd also like to hear the quarterback what's going on in his head as that ball leaves his hand.
Oh, please let it get there, because otherwise I'm in big trouble.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
See somebody in the stands?
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter
I got
number
mine
4.
on that too, and it's still messed up. I said I got mine on that. It's still messed up.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe with a pick.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Jackson.
He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 30 yards. And the Ravens have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Don't give it him an for this.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Here comes a reverse.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
But putting the stunts out there.
Cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks
You
towards
putting
the
the
next
stunts out there, huh?
Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding an interception to his record.
That boy said, let me.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to try and go deep again. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Again, he'll drop the throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. Touchdown, Seahawks. Torrey Horton, 40 yards. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie
like
catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
They ain't gonna let you. It ain't gonna switch like that.
Right now, we can look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively, and then we'll see. That is intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure.
Don't take it back down. Don't take it back down. Talking to June talking about, oh, son. Now he want to take it back. Nah.
He's back to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Horton. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football.
Like that defense formation, though.
Making the plays necessary and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. That's caught. And he will not get into the end zone. The defense makes the stop of the game on the 2-point try, and they might just get out of here with a win after all.
I figured you might have known.
Seconds to play. This is the game right here. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, not they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up.
Just go ahead and kick the field goal or punt, bud.
1978. I think it was in November.
And here's is a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Throwing now is Jackson. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. 70 Rangers. 70 Panther 60. Panther 60. Dragon 60. Buffalo 18. Mustang 19. 79 Broncos.
Back to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Trap 60. Trap 60.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And he's got Smith and Jigba.
And he's brought down.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard